It's September. We finally passed the first month in the new year. No zombies attack, no purging, nothing. Well, maybe we did purge the president. Well, that's another topic. Anyway, we are here to talk about Shudder's new releases that are coming to the channel. Stay tuned for all the details. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Shudder actually releases exclusive sort of original content, just like Netflix and some of the other ones. So over the course of like a month, they will release at least 3, maybe 4 exclusive kind of Shudder original movie properties that they either brought the sole rights to have on their streaming service, or it's just something that they, produced in-house. But along with that, there are some other movies that come to the platform every single month. I'm not going to talk about those unless you guys want me to go over those in future installments of this series, but we are just going to stick to the exclusive movie releases. So right around the corner, we have A Nightmare Walker. Inspired by Mary and Percy Shelley's relationship, a well-known work, Frankenstein, the Shudder original captures the Gothic period.
Percy, what do you think of my not-so-humble abode?
Byron does throw the best parties.
Someone tell me a
Ghost story. Scare us. I wish to tremble.
It's the tale of a monster. Something dead, yet also alive. I feel like it's a story. My story.
You need to enter the deepest
And coming up next on February 11th, we have After Midnight. A young man wakes one morning to find that his partner has vanished, leaving behind only a note to explain her disappearing act, but in her place seems to appear a creature that emerges from the edge of his property.
I'm crazy without her. I'm going around town telling people there's a big bad wolf trying to blow our house down.
Maybe she got tired of waiting around.
You just tell your sister she ought to just come on home.
Told you so.
Yeah, kitty.
And I don't hate to
You see what it did to my door?
say you didn't
How do you know, though?
'Cause I saw it.
And coming up next, we have, on February 18th, we have Shook. Social media fame gives way to a sick game in which a villain forces a celebrity to solve various games by threatening the lives of her loved ones. Kinda sounds like Saw? And coming up on February 25th, we have The Dark and the Wicked. Julia Oliver Touchstone stars as the grieving wife of a man slowly dying on a family's secluded farm. But something is weird. Something is going on. They begin to notice that their mother's grief might be connected to something more sinister.
But you ain't talking to him.
We found it in her pocket. She didn't believe in God.
What does it matter whether you believe?
I found Mom's diary.
What if she saw something?
And so I wanted to have a little fun with these releases and not just tell you, hey, here's the movies, but I wanted to also do sort of a fun type of game. So this is the interactive portion. I want you guys down in the comment section to label them. What are you least anticipated and what are you most anticipated? List them kind of in the list, and I'm gonna list my list right now. So After Midnight, I will already spoil this. I've already seen it. It is featured on my worst of 2020 horror movies. So if you're interested to know how I felt about that, you could check out that video. I'll have it down in the description and at the end of this video. So without further ado, this is my list of least anticipated to my most anticipated. And then when we do this on the next month, I'll take a look at the list and my reviews for those movies and see how I pretty much nailed it or did I not nail it based upon my list. So from my least anticipated, After Midnight. And yes, I absolutely did not like this movie, but I will give it another watch. Hell, I'm paying for Shudder. I might as well get some kind of entertainment out of it. I don't think it's entertainment, but whatever. My second, I guess, you know, from second, my second choice is A Nightmare Wakes. Now, the reason why is because I'm not a big fan of gothic period pieces. I'm not a big fan of, like, I like classic monsters, you know, the classic monster Frankenstein and you know, Wolfman and Creature of the Black Lagoon. But I'm not a big fan of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and gothic period piece. It just kind of just doesn't sound very interesting to me, but we shall see. Maybe it'll surprise me. Maybe it'll be the best of the month, but it's my second on our least anticipated to most anticipated list. And coming up next, it's gonna be The Dark and the Wicked. Now, I've already kind of saw this movie. Well, in fact, I've watched it twice now, and I fell asleep both times. It is very, I'm just gonna warn you, if you wanna watch this movie, don't watch it late at night. It is very slow paced, and it will put you to sleep. It's very, very like that kind of movie. So, word of caution, I did try to watch it twice. I fell asleep both times. I will be watching it again. But as far as I know, everyone that talked about this movie just loved it and gushed over it and thought it was like, oh my God, it's so scary. So I'm willing, obviously, to give it another chance. And hopefully this time I won't fall asleep. So my most anticipated for the month of February is Shook. And being that there's not very much other than the synopsis and like one picture, we have no details, there's no trailer, so I couldn't show you anything. There's nothing to go by. So we are going in blind, and hopefully that will be good this time. But that is it for the movie releases of February. If you enjoyed this type of video, let me know down in the comment section, leave the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and all that jazz. I'll catch you guys on another video very, very soon.